Hey, how's it going, everybody? Uh, Mr. Deadman here of the Deadman Stone Podcast. I'm writing. I'm going to write tonight, but I'm going to write during a live stream. Okay, we'll see how well this goes, right? People live stream video games. People watch that. People live stream all sorts of stuff. People watch that stuff. But what about writing? That sounds kind of boring. Like, who live streams reading, right? Like, no one. I mean, you might do a live reading review. Might do a live, like, talking about writing. But actually write a story? Oh, come on here. How's this supposed to work? I'll put down the screen. What, am I actually going to put on the screen the document that I'm working on? So that way you all can scrutinize over my shoulder. Oh man, that pressure would be intense. Yeah, I guess I am. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's do that. That'll be fun. How bad can that be? How bad can that be? The story I'm working on tonight, I'm gonna wrap up, is Cthulhu Gets a Job. It's for Cthulhu Cheeseburger. Yeah, I'm writing something for one of my own anthologies. Look at that. But, yeah, Cthulhu Cheeseburger is a campy, quirky, sort of Lovecraftian. Oh, that's right. Are y'all there? Who's there? Say something in the chat. Why does it say the bit rate is 0? You guys can see it, right? What about the audio? I think the audio should be... It looks like everything's fine. Y'all can hear me, right? I hope you can. Okay. Let me drag this over here so that way I can monitor it during... Okay. Alright, I think we're good. Take a look at the chat here. Pretty quiet right now. Pretty quiet. Anyway, so yeah, I got to be live streaming writing. And also going to talk about the Netflix Dracula. I guess I talk about that now. Well, actually, I'll table that. I'll wait for people to come in. I'll talk about that later. But yeah. Well, the first thing I need to do is I was asked by Becky to write a foreword for Tony Evans for one of his new books. Okay, I can do that, I hope. So that's the first thing I'll work on. That's kind of hard. Writing something about someone else, someone you know. Oh, that means you have to be honest, right? You can't be too honest, though, because you still like him. You still want to work with him. I'm joking. I know what I'm going to say. Tony Evans, learn how to write a book. No. I mean, so I got to put together a foreword for someone who I published as well. Someone that I appreciate their work. I like their work, actually. I respect it, and I respect them as well. And I've learned a lot by working with them. Whenever I'm working with authors on any sort of project, man, the anthology is not so much, but like a one-on project, like a book or a novella, I'll show them the work and be like, what do you think of it? And they'll have like sorts of criticisms and things that they would like to be changed. That way it's perfected, right? To have the best product out there. And I appreciate Tony because he pushed me, especially very hard on Sour. I don't mean that in a bad way, but pushed me to release a book that looked even better than Better You Believe, which is the collection of short stories. All right, let me double check something. Okay. All right. Let me make sure People have the link on Twitter as well. Yeah. And then I'll start writing. I'll start working on this. Yeah, if you're coming in now, let me know that you're, say something in the chat. Feel free to, because I'm going to start writing, guys. Hopefully this isn't too boring. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And if you want to, we can talk about Dracula as well. Let me utilize this screen here. Let's see. Have y'all seen the Netflix Dracula? Have you? I watched the first 2 episodes. There's only 3 episodes, but they're like 90 minutes long, so they're pretty lengthy. And the first 2 episodes are really good, but I heard some bad things about the third one. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I should just stop with the first 2 and pretend like the third one doesn't exist. I don't know, but anyway, I realize this meme right here is off center. You can't even read that stuff. Anyway, let's get focused here. Let's start writing. I need to write something for Tony Evans. Let's do this here. This is gonna be embarrassing, but should I put it on the screen? Blank page, man. Blank page is so. Got to crack it. Got to bring it. So I got to work on a forward for Tony Evans. Tony Evans is an author that needs to learn how to write. No. Let's start with something grand that really captures how I feel about him. Let's see. Ooh, I got it. So coming from experience, having read quite a bit of submissions, right? Because I have, having read numerous submissions. Ooh, can't even spell the word having. Hey, no. Let me drink more. This isn't just water. This is absinthe water. I got absinthe water. I got coffee. I even have a cigar if I'm a good boy and actually get this done. Having read numerous submissions from various. This is hard. I feel like you guys are watching over my shoulder, man. I've read numerous submissions from various authors. I can now, if I put honestly say, if you put the word honestly in there, it's like, what? Is he normally dishonest? So I'll just not do that. I could say without a doubt that Tony Evans, the preacher, is a holy man. See, drop the viewer, because this is just living. This is exciting content, huh? You can't even see it. What I do here is I'll put ask me anything. You can't even see this. You can't even read it. So what's the point of having that? I'm not gonna have that there. I'll just have these memes showing. Okay, I'll interact with you guys. Ask me questions when I do this. The chat is. Are y'all asking questions? Who's watching? I see a couple people. Are y'all sending stuff? Is this gonna be like the other night where like y'all are sending stuff the whole time and just refreshed? Okay. Anyway, I can say without a doubt that Tony Evans is an amazing writer. Is an amazing writer. No. Is a talented writer. Okay, I'll go amazing. That's fine. See, I'm scrutinizing over the words. Okay. Tony Evans is an amazing writer. His ability to craft a story. No, to tell a story. Because Tony Evans is really good at that. He could tell a really good story. I like his work. The short stories in Better You Believe were really great. His novel Sour. He has some other stories in various anthologies. And Dead Man's Tome. Good stuff. Great stuff. Let's see. I can say without a doubt that Tony Evans is an amazing writer. His ability to tell a story is on par with. Now, should I say on par with some of the great? That's kind of too much. Is on par with. See, this is where I get stuck because I don't kiss his ass too much, right? He's good. He's good. I do feel that. Okay, I'll just put. I'll be really professional here. Refer to him as Mr. Evans. Okay. Mr. Evans. Let's see. From first glance. Oh, hey, Becky. How's it going? How's it going? From. Okay. You know what? I'll put it this way. When you read anything from Tony Evans, Mr. Evans, you know that he is a gifted storyteller. His ability to craft a story. His ability. I know I'm staring at the keyboard all the time. Shh. It's exciting, huh? Need more explosion on the screens. On the screen here. Okay. I got 3 sentences so far. And I might not even keep the first one. Writing is hard, guys. Having read numerous submissions from various authors, I could say without a doubt that Tony Evans is an amazing writer. When you read anything from Mr. Evans, you know that he is a gifted storyteller. His ability to craft a... I'll take a break from the easing. Yeah, I'm taking a break from drinking. No, that's what I'm doing now. Drinking. Might need some more absinthe in here. That's what's the problem. Throw down some examples too. That's right. That's what I should do. Throw down some examples of Tony Evans' work. Okay, and then after this, move on to Cthulhu Gets a Job, and hopefully wrap that up, and then work on some scripts. Okay. Anyway, his ability to craft a story that keeps you engaged from beginning to end is his ability to craft a story that keeps you engaged from beginning to end seems so natural. Okay. Make your blood run cold. Well, I don't. Let's see what else we got here. That's it. One paragraph. There's the forward. No, no, I'll do more. His ability to craft a story that keeps you engaged from beginning to end seems natural. So let's change this up a bit. I got it. I know what exactly I want to do here. Let's see. I'm gonna throw down some titles of the short stories here. Let's see. That's a plan. Okay. Let's see. All right, his ability to tell a story that captivates, keeps you engaged. Yeah, that's a good idea. If you love the backwoods old stories, you'll definitely fall in love with Tony Evans stories. That's for sure. That's for sure. His ability to tell a story that captivates, that keeps you engaged. I'll leave you. Okay. Yeah, I'm just overthinking this. I'm overthinking this. Let me just let it flow. He has a natural ability to tell a story that captivates. It keeps you engaged from beginning to end. All right, throw in some examples. Example. Let's start with, for example, better you believe. Is loaded with gripping, no, chilling, bone chilling. Is that a little too much? Let's see. For example, better you believe is loaded with bone chilling short stories that flow, that grip you with unrelenting intensity, yet flow. So, yeah. Okay. This is gonna be it. Can I not spell? I can't spell anything. All right. Okay. All right, for example, Better You Believe by Tony Evans is loaded with bone-chilling short stories that grips you, that will grip you, that grips you with unrelenting intensity. Yet flows so. That's what they like about Tony Evans' writing. There's really no filler. There's no bullcrap to have to comb through that means nothing. It's and some people might see that as an insult, but it's like, it's short, it's concise. Even his longer stories, let's say like Sour, it's concise. Everything has a purpose. You know, he's not going to spend a chapter describing article of clothing or some nonsense that doesn't have anything to do with anything else. He's not that sort of writer, and I'm glad he's not. So let me put that here. And it flows so smooth. It flows. It grips you with unrelenting intensity. and does not. Well, grips you with unrelenting intensity implies that it does not release. So there's no point to saying it does not release. Just grips you with unrelenting intensity is fine. It's fine. But then it flows like what, wine? That's kind of a cliche, huh? It flows so smooth. You would think what? So smooth. It's just, you can't stop. You can't stop. Well, that would, it flows from his fingertips to the page. Well, that would, Tony Evans is loaded with the bone. Better You Believe is loaded with bone chilling short stories. Grips you from. Okay, wait. Okay. Better You Believe is loaded with bone-chilling short stories that grips you with unrelenting intensity. Period. Short stories that flow. Okay. Short stories with a prose so smooth. Short stories with a prose so smooth. You'd think it just flowed right off his fingertips. You'd think it flowed right off his finger, right from his fingertips. Like silk. Ooh. The reason for that buttery, what am I describing food? The reason for that buttery, smooth, I don't know about buttery. The reason for that is simple. Mr. Evans does not waste time. Does not waste your time, does not waste his time. Waste your time with filler, fluff, and nonsense that just distracts. Okay. Nonsense. It does nothing more than distract you. Distract from the story. Okay. We're almost done. We need 2 more paragraphs. Flow from the crevices of his mind? What is this, porn? That's that. What? Flow from the crevices of his mind. That sounds crazy. That was a little erotic, you know? Here's what I got so far. Having read numerous submissions from various authors, I could say without a doubt that Tony Evans is an amazing writer. When you read anything from Mr. Evans, you know that he is a gifted storyteller. He has a natural ability to tell a story that captivates and keeps you engaged from beginning to end. For example, Better You Believe is loaded with bone-chilling short stories that grips you with unrelenting intensity. Short stories with a prose so smooth you would think it flowed right from his fingertips. The reason for that is simple. Mr. Evans does not waste your time with filler, fluff, and nonsense that does nothing more than distract from the story. All right, some more examples. There's just 2 paragraphs. Not really. Come on. We're almost there. Oh, that's right. You brought up some stuff there. This backcountry stuff. we'll get into that. We'll get to that. Sour. Take, for example. Now, this might be biased because, I wrote Sour. Take, for instance. Oh, actually, what if I reference a Tony Evans short story that's like in another anthology? That would be cool. Oh, that would be real cool. We did that. Because when I read, it was in... I don't remember what it was in. Let's see if... I should be able to find it. Just searching him. Tony Evans. Author. Oh, I got The Pastor. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about The Pastor. Man, he's the first thing that comes up. Oh, man. Wow, that is the first thing that comes up. Man, Tony's going to have to punch to that. I don't know how he's going to do it. He's going to have to get his SEO up there. Let's see. The other one Bo did. Oh, I didn't read that one. Did I read that one? Oh, because he was in Bo's anthology, huh? Did I read that story? I don't think I did. I don't want to just make something up. I don't want to be a liar, Becky. Tony Evans. All right, I'm on his website here. Publishing credits. This will tell me here. Red Christmas. Oh, yeah, that was the Cthulhu Christmas special. That was a good one. Infestation of Rats. That's right. Where is it? I thought it would jump at me if I were to see it. Was it Dark Dossier? I think so. Grandma's House. Yeah. Well, that's when I first read it. I mean, that's the same story, but it's a good story though. Okay, I know exactly what to do. Oh, I'm also going to reference the Demon Lord of Shit short story. I got to reference that one. Come on, got to. All right. Take, for instance, Grandma's House. A short story. Featured in Better You Believe. Grandma's House. And that's a good story for the perspective of the kid. Grandma was like a creepy doppelganger or something. Because the real grandma was like in a box or something out in the shed. That's crazy. A short story featured in Better You Believe. Let's see. Grandma's House takes a simple... No. I'll put Tony Evans takes a simple premise of a grandchild. Good way to describe it. Tony Evans takes a simple premise. It's like You have like the Wicked Witch, preying on kids, kind of sort of thing. Takes a simple premise of a wicked. Yeah, I guess wicked takes a simple premise of a wicked. Okay, I'll just put it out there, and maybe I could go through and comb through and add stuff to it. Tony Evans takes a simple premise of a grandmother feeding on her grandson, pretty much, right? Tricking her grandson into becoming food for food, much like what was it, the witch okay, much like creepy witch. And old fairy tales, but manages to give it a unique spin. Unique tone. Give it a fresh and unique tone. Okay, manages. Takes a simple premise of a grandmother tricking her grandson into becoming food, much like creepy witch and old fairy tales. Yeah. Takes a simple premise of a wretched grandmother. Okay. Let's make this better. Yeah, let's make this better. Tony Evans takes a simple premise of a wretched grandmother who has a desire for the flesh of her grandson. This is kind of convoluted too, but we'll touch up later. I guess so. It's a Ford. I want to make it good, though. Tony Evans takes the simple premise of a wretched grandmother who has a desire for the flesh of her grandson and tells it. Tells it with sharp narration and a unique voice. A voice that sounds very southern. A voice I don't know about very southern, but it definitely sounds southern. I mean, you can pick that up, right? If you read Tony Evans' work, you can pick that up. Distinctly is what I'm looking for. All right. Don't even have a page. Not even half a page. Kind of, sort of. But you don't need a whole page. A voice from the backwoods old as the hills. Oh. A voice that sounds distinctly southern. A voice that... A voice from the backwoods old as the hills. I'll put one thing. Let's see. How am I gonna sum? This next paragraph will probably be my summation of this whole thing. It's pretty good. It's a lot of praise. It's a lot of praise. I have yet to put in anything about how working with Tony Evans has shaped me as well, but it's not about me. It's about him. About him. Ooh. His writing ability, his voice, and his... One thing Becky probably knows from working with him, and this is not an insult, is that Tony Evans is a perfectionist. He wants things a certain way, which is good. He should. He's gonna push you, and it's good in a good way. He deserves the praise. He definitely does. I'm not saying he doesn't. A voice that sounds distinctly southern. A voice from the backwoods as old as the hills. Okay. And then but of course a gifted writer. Nah. Alright, let me just let it flow. Let's see. What I'm missing here? One more paragraph. I've read numerous submissions from various authors. I could say without a doubt that Tony Evans is an amazing writer. When you read anything from Mr. Evans, you know that he is a gifted storyteller. He has a natural ability to tell a story that captivates and keeps you engaged from beginning to end. For example, Better Do You Believe is loaded with bone-chilling short stories that grips you with unrelenting intensity. Short stories with a prose so smooth you would think it flowed right from his fingertips. The reason for that is simple. Mr. Evans does not waste your time with filler, fluff, and nonsense that does nothing more than distract from the story. Take, for instance, Grandma's House, a short story featured in Better You Believe. Tony Evans takes a simple premise of a wretched grandmother who has a desire for the flesh of her grandson and tells it with a sharp narration and a unique voice. A voice that sounds distinctly southern, a voice from the backwoods as old as the hill. I'm not sure if I got that one right. Yeah, I would wrap it up. It's an honor. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's... I feel compelled to push a little bit more. I just have to put this here. Mr. Evans, unique voice. Mr. Evans, sharp narration and unique voice are strengthened by his perfection, by his perfectionism. When you read anything from him, from Mr. Evans, so notice. Let's see. Mr. Evans' sharp narration and unique voice are strengthened by his professionalism. Let's see. the result of which leads to creates the result of which leads to a better product. A product sounds so lame. Leads to a better pros. Let me explain what I mean there. I feel like I'm not really explaining it. I'm not. Mr. Evans' sharp narration and unique voice are strengthened by his professionalism. First off, let me spell professionalism right. Perfectionalism. Okay. Tony Evans does not settle for anything less than perfect. And nor should he. If you see a goof in a Tony Evans work, it's because the editor behind him made a mistake. No, okay, but that's true. It's true. Tony Evans does not settle for anything less than perfect, or at least tries to, or at least tries to. But you know what? You know about try. No one tries anything. You do or you don't. There's black and white mentality. He does not settle for anything less than perfect. Because he... yeah, here we go. Because he wants you, the reader, to not be distracted with goofs. No. It wants you, the reader, be satisfied. No. To enjoy. Yeah, let's do that. To enjoy the story. Oh, let me add some more detail here because there's something I would have put here. When he reads it, he might go, "Oh man, is that a jab?" It's not a jab. It's not a jab. It's not a jab at all. But it's good. Tony Evans does not settle for anything less than perfect. Working with Tony Evans, I could say this. I could say that when he has a vision, he wants that vision to he wants that vision what to come to fruition? Is that what I'm looking for? I think so. To become reality. Okay. He wants that vision to become reality. Okay, and also let me add here that it's worth it. That I mean, it creates for a better product all the way to come to fruition. Yes, okay, yeah, that sounds much better. To come to fruition. He wants that vision to come to fruition. Now this is bordering on it's bordering on a run-on. Actually, the thing about run-ons is you could technically really have commas going on forever, but people just don't like it. And an example of that you could see, what was it? Even Hemingway had a really long sentence. It was like 400 words. It's just a bunch of commas because it's like listing things. Okay. Anyway, working with Mr. Evans, I could say that when he has a vision, he wants that vision to come to fruition. And as much work, he has a vision. Of course, a vision is nothing without a drive and without determination. Without determination, and you bet your ass, you bet your ass, Mr. Evans is determined to make it happen. Why? Because Mr. Evans wants you, the reader, to enjoy the story. No. To tell. Mr. Evans wants to tell a story that you'll remember forever. A story that will keep you. That's good. That's good. That's fine. There you go. You gotta have a thing. You gotta have a thing. Look at that. Half a page. Oh, I should put, yeah. It has been an honor. And learning experience. Working with Tony Evans as his friend and publisher. Okay. Yeah, you could. All right, Becky, I'll send that to you. You could edit it and all, whatever. That's fine, Mr. Deadman. Wow, that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. Wow. That took way too long. Tony Evans forward. Wow, man. Wow. Amazing. I didn't even get to talk about Dracula. But I did a little bit. But no one else is watching. Because we're talking about writing. Well, we're actually writing. That's here. Talk about writing. People might come in. But it's billed as writing stream. You're watching me write. Yeah, we'll just go with it. I was going to live stream anyway. And write. Want to do both. Let's do both at the same time. See what happens. People tune in. People tune out. I don't care. It is what it is. I'm right here. You have a question? Ask me. All right. Let's get to Cthulhu. First, I'll be honest with you guys. Not that I lie. I'll be honest with you. It was hard because, like, it's like there's an eye that's watching me. I can't shake it off because it's y'all. Let's talk about lazy writers. Or writers who try too hard, like me. Who don't really write as much as they should. Could you see this now? Is this better? Oh yeah, that's better. Oh, that's not right. Tony Evans is not a guest. See, I have certain things set to hotkeys in my OBS, so sometimes certain keys trigger stuff. Anyway, this is what I have so far. Cthulhu gets a job. This is the first draft. It's not even done yet. The third act is missing because, well, first, it's a comedic piece, okay? It's a blend of Cthulhu. It's just, take a Kevin Smith. Take Kevin Smith's Clerk 2 and put Cthulhu in it. That's kind of what this is. In fact, right now, as it stands, I couldn't use this because it actually has Dante and Randall, the characters from Clerks, in there just as placeholders. They kind of, so I kind of know whose personality is what, just based on that. Names I'm going to change out once it's done, because I wouldn't be able to sell it like that. Kevin Smith might get upset. He doesn't seem like the type that would. I don't know. Let's see. Here's what I have so far. Man, this is rough though. First time I haven't checked for spelling errors or anything. So let's see. On a Saturday morning like any other, at a humble burger joint called Burger Czar, a manager named Dante, dressed in a polo shirt and black and slacks, sat in the lobby. Dante sipped black coffee from a styrofoam cup while glancing over a resume. A strange and bizarre humanoid with green skin and an octopus head sat across from him, a freshly pressed dress shirt and slacks. I'm going to change that. He's not going to have a freshly pressed dress shirt. I don't know what's sticking there. He's just going to have a... You know what? He's going to have a wrinkled polo shirt. A wrinkled polo shirt and slacks covered the bulk of his form. Okay. Perhaps it was the early waking hours or the product of the daily grind, but somehow Dante did not seem too concerned about the interviewee's appearance. He smelled like a mattress after a lesbian. Yes, that's something that he says. Yeah. See, here's the other thing about doing this. Technically, by showing this on the screen, I guess you wouldn't be real technical. It's published because it's, it's on something that's being pushed out there. So kind of, I guess you want to get real technical, it kind of pops that cherry. But it doesn't, because this is not its final form. So it doesn't really matter. It's not the final form. Right? Anyway. Yeah, okay. Okay, Mr. Cthulhu asked Dante as he studied the resume with squinting eyes. How do you pronounce any of this? It looks like complete gibberish. Oh, I'm sorry, said Cthulhu with a sigh. I wrote in my native language. And where are you from again? So this is very dialogue heavy, as you can tell. Very dialogue heavy. The ocean. Okay, it goes back and forth, but gotta make sure there's a point to it that gets to the joke right. It seems like it does. The ocean, as Dante takes a sip of coffee. Well, that explains why you smell like a mattress after a lesbian orgy. How old are you? Oh, that's embarrassing. So old I forgot counting. I don't even know anymore. I'm like so old. I don't even know anymore. Because really, why would Cthulhu even know how old he is anymore at that point? If you're like eons old, how would you even keep track of that anymore, right? It comes a point where time just doesn't matter, right? I got a message from someone on Facebook named Dan. I wonder if that's a good message. I wonder if he could try to make me cry. Is he gonna try to make me cry? That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to try to make me cry on Saturday. Let's see. Let me check that real fast. Oh, no, just anything I know ahead of time. And how do you want me to dial in? I'll take care of that later. All right, let's see if we can wrap this up. I want to. I should be able to finish this act. Okay, so you have the beginning here, this back and forth kind of, where Cthulhu's trying to get a job. It has like a job interview. And pretty much Dante's like, look, I can't read any of this, but let me just ask, why is a 35-year-old, whatever the fuck you are, coming to Burger Czar for a job? You want to know that story? So Cthulhu's been kicked out of the house by his parents. You know, the story of Cthulhu, he's been dwelling in the ocean depths for a long time, slumbering away. I was like, well, why not? He's just sleeping the whole fucking time. Maybe his parents are just pissed off about that. Just kick him out. Go get a job. And somehow Cthulhu's, human form, kind of, sort of. And he's doing this. Okay. You know what? It's a comedic piece. It doesn't need to explain it. You just go with it. That's what I picked up from Bizarro fiction and all that. You don't explain anything. You just do it. Okay. So that's what's happening here. He doesn't get the job, of course. He says, look, Dante says, I'm not going to hire you, as he handed back the resume. Your name is fake. Your age is nonsense. You smell horrible. You have no employment history. Wrote a resume, which who the hell used a resume to get a job at Burger Czar? And the resume is written some nonsense language. If I didn't know any better, I think you are a complete psychopath. Might even be a serial killer. Okay. So then you have, so Dante's about to reject him. Dante claims he did this because he just was wanting to kill some boredom before he opened the store. Okay, that makes sense. Kind of, sort of. All right. Makes sense. Believable. All right, so Dante goes open the door. They walk over to the front door, toss the cup in the trash, bending down just a bit. Dante unlocked the door, opened it. Randall, dressed in a Burger Czar uniform and hat, stepped inside. Boom, you got it. It's almost like a stage play, but okay. Hey, Dante, what's the deal with the goth groupies outside? Because Cthulhu has groupies, right? He has to have groupies. Oh, yeah, Becky, if you want to answer him, you can. You can do that. He doesn't need anything else but the story. He's going to read me maybe a series of stories so that we could tier this. Give him 3 chances to make me cry. And if he's on Skype, we'll just connect that way. And if not, then I'll just call a phone number. You know? Easy peasy. Let's see. There's a problem here. Let's see. Who's this guy? And is he the reason why it smells like rotten Wookiee? Asked Randall. His name was Cthulhu, and yes, he is. Very dialogue heavy, but like I said, it's kind of like Cthulhu being placed in a Kevin Smith property. Kevin Smith is also a lot of dialogue heavy material, you know. So it kind of goes well, I think. There's a part here that's kind of rough. I want to look at that and then try to wrap this up and how I'm going to do that. So Cthulhu does land the job, but only because he has groupies outside. He has these goth babe groupies that just adore him, love him, do anything for him. So Randall is like, Dante, we have to hire him because Randall's a single male, and you know he wants to take advantage of that as much as possible. You know, he wants to hit that. Okay, all right. Especially when Cthulhu makes it sound even better. When Cthulhu's like, look, those goth babes, they're sex crazed and they're annoying as hell. Like, you don't want anything to do with them. Okay, well, that's not going to dissuade Randall. Anyway, let's see. Literally minutes after Dante opened the restaurant, members of Cthulhu's cult trickled inside one by one into the lobby. Don't need a comment there. Into the lobby had about a dozen people. They were all women, and they were all in their late teens, early 20s, and they were all dressed in black, skin-tight outfits of some variety. Nice. It's like a dream come true for these two, Dante and Randall. Dante and Randall were both thrilled at first, while Cthulhu seemed ambivalent. The girls were lining up to have their turn, gyrating up and down on Cthulhu's massive form, and that's not a euphemism for his cock. The girls would literally dry hump his form, and all the while Cthulhu seemed unamused and uninterested. How do you get that way, right? Because I'd imagine Cthulhu's just like, he's been through this for so long that he's not even fazed. He's not even interested anymore. Randall's jaw dropped to the floor, while Dante sulked with his arms crossed. What is the deal? Asked Randall, leaning his arm against the top part of the grill. How do we get a slice of that action? I don't know, but none of them are paying customers, said Dante as he went to walk up to Cthulhu. I could actually shorten it up as he walked up to Cthulhu. You know. Randall grabbed Dante by his shirt, spun him around. Let go of me, said Dante, brushing away Randall's hand. Okay. So you're not gonna ruin this, are you? Ruin what? A weird lesbian hobo orgy? Yes, I'm about to ruin it. And why? And what? Misspelling there. What might I ask, are you getting out of this? You're over here just staring like a creep. Just sit back and watch. All right, so Randall goes and tries to hit on them. But it doesn't work. It's like the girls want nothing to do with him until Cthulhu's like, hey, he's my friend. And then the girls want to have something to do with him. All right, so now you have Randall. His motivation is clearly gonna, okay, we gotta keep Cthulhu around no matter how much he stinks, how bad he is for business, which is gonna come later on. The rest of this is just all the many times things go awry and fuck up because Cthulhu running the register or running the drive-through. It's all sorts of bad stuff. For example, a rough-looking man dressed in a Metallica shirt and dirty jeans walked in through the front door. Randall, as kindly as he could, brushed the hands off him and pushed away the girls, but they didn't leave him be. Oh, I need to clarify that because that kind of sounds like he's referring to the Metallica man. I could just say, as kindly as he could, push the girls away. No, just brush the girls away. Push sounds a little too much. Alright, let me change that here. Brushed the girls away, but they wouldn't leave him be. They followed Randall behind the counter, and as much as Dante despised that, there was little he could do but protest and whispers. The customer was too distracted by the gallery of skin and leather to notice the scene going on behind the grill. Cthulhu waited patiently for the man to finally rest his eyes on him, but he was too busy checking out the cleavage around him. Growing impatient, Cthulhu tried different things to get the man's attention. First, Cthulhu made a ticking sound, but that didn't work. Cthulhu then tried to physically nudge the man with one of his tentacles, but the man brushed the slimy appendage aside without giving Cthulhu the slightest glance. Finally, Cthulhu used his telepathy to force the man to make eye contact with him. The man's gaze locked onto Cthulhu's eyes, and he couldn't look away. The man began to convulse, speak in tongues, and without any hesitation, grabbed a plastic straw and shoved it deep into his right eye. Just instant. Like, I was gonna maybe describe a little bit more, but I want it like it is punched right into it. Like, that's it. Jesus! Dante shouted Dante as he jumped over the counter. What did he just do? Sorry about that, said Cthulhu nonchalantly. I think I went a bit overboard. You think, said Dante as he paced about shaking his head. No. We can't have any of this. We can't have customers kill themselves in the store. Oh, he's not dead. He's just in extreme agony. If you won, I could take care of him for you. Cthulhu climbed over the counter and hunched over the man's body. Cthulhu's mouth tentacles stirred like crazy. Don't do that. The situation's bad enough as it is. I don't need you taking care of him, said Dante as he walked towards the front door with his back turned towards Cthulhu. A little too descriptive, but there's a reason for that. Dante opened the door and motioned for Cthulhu to leave. I think you need to leave, said Dante, as he turned to face Cthulhu, but Cthulhu was halfway done devouring the customer. I can't believe this. I was supposed to work here today. That's a joke. I might just take it. That was more of like a Clerks reference. And that's actually kind of... I'll just take that part out. I can't believe this. I wasn't even supposed to be here today. I don't know. As a fan of Kevin Smith movies, especially the first Clerks, that's something I could relate to that. You know, wasn't even supposed to be here today. Cthulhu sensed Dante's worry, but that didn't cause him to slow down in the slightest. As if he'd done this a 1,000 times, Cthulhu consumed the customer entirely, while tentacles soaked up every drop of blood from the floor. He's very clean in this story. Get the fuck out of here, said Dante, pissed. Why? Asked Cthulhu as he made his way towards Dante. No body, no crime, right? You know, how would Cthulhu say that? I mean, how does Cthulhu sound? Like, be like, why? No body, no crime, right? Hey, bro. Besides, not my... You know what? Should I make Cthulhu just... Should I make him say a lot of bro? Hey, bro. Hey, bro. What's up, bro? What do you mean not your fault? It's totally your fault. I don't know how, but I'm sure it's 100% your fault. Now get the fuck out of here or you're gonna eat me. Or are you gonna eat me too? Cthulhu put a hand on Dante's shoulder as if to reason with him and said, I think you have me totally wrong, bro. I gotta put that there. Come on, come on. If you're gonna go comedic, you can go all the way. You go satire. Make a parody. I think you have me totally wrong, bro. I'm not a bad guy. And I'm gonna eat you. It was all just one big mistake, right? Just one big mistake. And we don't give up after making a mistake, right? Right, bro? Dante, despite his reluctance, felt Cthulhu was right. While something within him raged and demanded that Cthulhu be thrown out, Dante's mind found peace with the idea of giving Cthulhu another chance. That's my way of saying Cthulhu's using mind tricks without saying he's using mind tricks. Okay. For a reason that escapes him, Dante decided that it would be a great idea to put Cthulhu at the drive-thru window, taking orders. Placing confidence in Cthulhu, Dante felt that he could go to the back room to fetch a package of large cups. Now, this is just a way to put him there, because where has Randall been this whole time, right? Randall had nothing to do with that scene because he's not there. What's he doing? Last we know, Randall went to the back with two goth babes that would not let him go. So what do you think's happening? The best thing that could ever happen to him. And it's like, he's gonna be fucked to death. But that's not really the point of the story. It's not really much other than it happens. It's kind of brushed over. It's just, it puts him there because I kind of feel like in this, like if Cthulhu would be, the way it's written so far, Randall Cthulhu would be too much for Dante. So it already is too much. That's good though. Let's see. When he turned the corner, however, he found Randall being blown by both of the Cthulhu fangirls that had followed him earlier. What the fuck, said Dante as he covered his eyes and looked away. What do you want, pervert? I should probably explain. What do you want? How about don't look at my dick, pervert? I mean, come on, we're talking about the. All right, don't look at my dick. Randall, what the hell are you doing? As Dante flipping out, I need you on the grill. Man, these grills never stop. Wait, you mean they never stop? Even when you go soft? Yeah, man. Even when I go soft, it's like heaven and hell. There's no stopping it. Okay. I could probably add more there, but I think you get what it's tongue in cheek. It's kind of a reference to Clerks 2, the whole ass to mouth thing. It's a sex joke. Going too soft. Or when you bust a nut once, twice, thrice, and she's still going, it's like you want to push her off. But these girls just won't. They just will not stop. They won't stop. They won't stop. I think I'll leave it at that. I'm not too worried about that part. Besides, I need to finish this. That's my plan. Let's see. The drive-through chimed went off. Dante could hear Cthulhu on his headset. All right. This part, very dialogue heavy, and it's back and forth. It can come across as a little annoying, but it's like drive-through banter, right? I want it to come off. I definitely wanted to sell that this is like happened at the drive-through. Okay. Welcome to Burgazar, comrade. Might I interest you in a big swopa meal? I like the Energizer Bunny. Yeah, I like the Energizer Bunny. That's it. Nah, said the driver, breathing heavily. Give me the Putin Bonev and a large Coke. All right. So he goes back and forth. You know how customers at the drive-thru are. They always want to make changes. He's making changes, and then it just gets more. He wants a Putin Bonev with cheese and a large Coke, and then, you know what? Give me a basket of cheese Balinces with a gallon of sour cream Porishkis. Russian words I just put in there. Okay. Russian food I just threw in there. So the driver, okay. He goes back and forth, escalates, builds up. Change the Coke from Coke to a Diet Coke, because, watching the wait. And Cthulhu's just getting annoyed. He's just getting frustrated. He's getting super frustrated. So by the time the driver pulls up to the register or pulls up to the window, Cthulhu wants him to die. Let's see. I think this is the part where it happens. It says, of course not, said Cthulhu, attempting to roll back his verbal jab. I was trying to see if you'd be interested in our extra buttery, extra fatty Putin cheesecake topped with Putin smegma. Okay. Nasty. Oh, said the driver, gasping for breath. That sounds wonderful. Okay, heavy breathing, all that stuff. Okay. It's better if it's read correctly. Cthulhu asked the driver if the order was complete, but the driver had already begun to pull up to the window to do. Cthulhu opened the drive-through window to give the total, but the land well of a customer began seizing up the moment he made eye contact with him. Oh shit, not again. Oh shit, not again, Cthulhu. See, the moment he made eye contact there. Now, you might be wondering, how come Dante hasn't seized up and died or tried to kill himself when he's looked at Cthulhu? I kind of said before, in the very beginning of the story, that he doesn't seem very interested in his appearance, whether it be the daily grind of the job, or just the fact that he just doesn't care. And maybe it's also that Cthulhu isn't pissed off at him yet. Cthulhu wants this job. His motivation in the story is because Cthulhu's the hero in the story, right? The hero's journey. Because that's what this one is about. Can Cthulhu keep a job so he can be more maybe go back home, right? To impress his parents? Well, he's not going to keep the job. He's going to get fired. Dante's going to try to fire him. But Cthulhu has mind control stuff, right? He could change people's minds. So he could rage and kill them. That's where I'm at now. I'm at here now, where Dante shook his head in defeat and tossed his hands in the air and asked, "What am I supposed to do with you? I can't put you in the front because customers try to kill themselves. I can't put you in the drive-thru because customers still try to kill themselves. The grill's out of the question because there's nothing sanitary about you. So, I could have where Cthulhu tries to reason with Dante, and Dante's just like, no, I'm done with this. I'm done with it. Get out. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And Cthulhu's like, I kind of thought it was not going to happen. I thought this was going to happen. And it's like the payoff. It's like, what, he kills Dante? Or he takes Dante's skin, becomes manager? Or he just... what? Just kills Dante. Well, then he doesn't keep the job. Then he's jobless. Ugh. But if he becomes manager... okay. I think that might be it. The horror writer in me wants me to have blood at the end. Have Cthulhu kill Dante and have some bloodbath. But, Cthulhu's trying to get something in this one, right? Cthulhu cleans the shitter for work. Cthulhu's on toilet duty. Okay, that actually might be better. That actually would be a pretty good ending. And that's pretty funny. That's real good. Because why would Cthulhu continue to do that? Why doesn't he just not do it or find a better job? But that's what he's doing. Oh, and he can make the people who go use the restroom disappear. Like forever. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm liking that. Ooh, I like that. The annoying customers, you could tell them, go use the special bathroom. Go use the special bathroom. And they disappear. Gone. So you get that. Yeah, I like this. Okay. Now I have to write this. Let me take this off the screen. It's too much. I get too nervous, guys. I'm too nervous. But I like this. Okay, so girls out of the question because there's nothing sanitary about you. They'll say, Dante, bro, I really need this job. Dante, bro. I really need this job. Dante, bro, I really need this job, man. Okay. And Dante's going to argue with him. He's going to have some resistance. He's going to have some. Cthulhu. I don't want to put anything more there. That's fine. If I want to add any other details about what they do, kind of make it more descriptive, I might do that too. But all right, Dante, brah, I really need this job. Oh, what is that? This song always has at the end. I don't know what that is. Okay. All right. Can't you just go back home or something? Can't you go back home? Just to reiterate how bad his situation is. As Dante. As he rubbed his chin. Yeah, we'll do that. Doesn't... In Clerks, didn't Dante have like some... Yeah, Dante had like a goatee. He had like a beard and like a little goatee thing. Like I said, I'm gonna change the names anyway when I'm done with this, but just to visualize it. Unless Kevin Smith would be totally cool with this, but I don't think he would be. I don't know. Gotta ask him. If you have a way to contact him, let me know. Let me just call him now. Nah, bro. My dad said I can't go back home until I get a job, until I can show I can do something with my life. Nah, yeah. Nah, bro. My dad said I can't go back home until I prove to him I can land a job and do something more with my life than sleep around all day. Okay. Now here, Dante could either double down and be like, no, I need to get out, and try to plead some more. At the same time, Randall's in the back, and he's not really doing anything. You know what? Okay, Randall's going to come back out from the back room. He's going to be exhausted. Like, fucking exhausted. His clothes are, like, going to be, like, disarray. He's going to have all sorts of stains on him. He's walking out from the back room, and there is one of the Cthulhu fangirls, like, on his dick. Like, just not stopping. Just never stopping. They are draining him dry. We'll do that. Let's see. Let me do something. Bring with one shoe. Okay. Let's see. A loud thud was heard. I don't like the loud thud was heard. I kind of like taking out like was and is, that stuff, like as much as I can. But a loud thud was heard from the back room. Oh, hey, David, how's it going? Welcome to the exciting writing stream. I don't know if anyone does this. Probably not. Probably never. But I'm live streaming me writing a story. That's what we're doing here. Instead of playing games, that's what I'm doing. I'm working on a story where Cthulhu's trying to get a job. Cthulhu's trying to get a job because his parents kicked him out. It's a comedic piece. Let me just do this part. Loud thud was heard from the back room. Dante turns around to find Randall. Yeah, and I'm using character names from Clerks because that's the idea. Cthulhu's trying to land a job at a burger joint called Burger Czar in my mind because I'm a Kevin Smith fan, and I'm visualizing this as like being like a clerk sort of situation. I'm using I'm using them as placeholder names. Okay. So Dante turned around to find Randall. I wouldn't describe it as walking, but shuffling down the hall. No, shuffling towards him while leaning with his weight. It's like he's messed up, right? Shuffling towards him. Turn around to find Randall shuffling towards him. All right. Dante turned around to find Randall shuffling towards him. To his surprise, too much of his surprise, let's see. Okay, I'm just thinking about some things. I know silent. See, that's what's hard about this. I have to think out loud instead of just like internally. Dante turned around to find Randall shuffling towards him. Oh shit. Okay. With shit, like I said, he's a total disarray. With his shirt unbuttoned. With his shirt unbuttoned. Hair. Well, let me start top down, yeah. Let's see, with his hat off. Hair disheveled. A shirt unbuttoned. And with a Cthulhu fangirl on his cock. A Cthulhu fangirl's mouth. Head on his cock. Randall looked like a complete mess. All right, let's see. Tighten this up a little bit. All right, disheveled, unbuttoned. Okay, with his hat off, hair disheveled, shirt unbuttoned, and with a Cthulhu fangirl. Because in the story, Randall's being serviced by some of the Cthulhu fan goth girls. Because you know Cthulhu has a cult, right? Cthulhu always has a cult. So Cthulhu sends some of his cult girls on to Randall for a reason. With a Cthulhu fangirl on his cock. Okay. Oh, let me be a little bit more specific there, because that sounds like either the mouth, either the head, or he could be fucking her as he's walking down. That would actually be funny. That would be actually kind of funny. He's like fucking her, but no. I'll have it where with the head, with the head of a Cthulhu fangirl on his cock. We're gonna look like a complete mess. Let's see. Now, wouldn't it be hard to walk like that? To walk around? I mean, Randall's trying to walk about, right? He's trying to approach Dante to tell him something. And he has this chick that will not stop giving him a blowjob ever. Like, ever. He cannot pry her off him ever. She just will not stop. Doesn't even listen to him, actually. I know it sounds like her head was cut off. So let me be a little bit more specific, because this is a horror story, right? Okay, there's a better way to put that. With the Cthulhu fangirl between his legs. There we go. With a Cthulhu fangirl between his legs. Now, well, let's see. The Cthulhu fangirl didn't seem disturbed or distracted. No, shit. The Cthulhu fan... Oh, okay. With the Cthulhu fangirl between his legs. Look like a complete mess. Okay, actually, let me... this sentence is fucked up. I need to fix this up real fast. With his hat off, hair disheveled, and shirt and button, look like a complete mess. But the topper is... okay, I'll add that there. It's writing live. This process sounds so fun. With his hat off, hair disheveled, and shirt unbuttoned, Randall looked like a complete mess. Much to his surprise, because I haven't used that yet, the one of the Cthulhu fangirls was between his legs with her head locked. No, with her mouth locked onto his cock. Now, there's two of these fangirls. The other fangirl's probably on top of him, whatever. The other Cthulhu fangirl was behind him. What? Kissing his ass? No. This is behind him, filling him up. Behind him, grinding. Behind him, grinding against his body. Like a stripper. A stripper on a pole. The girl should be a crackcore type, not pretty. That would be cool. I kind of described him in the beginning. I could... Well, no... I would agree, normally. But these girls are too good for him normally, and that's kind of what's happening. You use your imagination, though. I kind of just said they have tattoos and leather and stuff. You know, the great thing is about writing, about reading, is you can actually always add your own details to even make it better. Anyway. The author, the other Cthulhu fangirl was behind Randall, grinding against his body like a stripper on a pole. They're still not stopping? Asked Dante. Huh. Because these two girls are still on him. Like, they just won't stop. What's happening here is Cthulhu has his fan club, right? He has his cult. And Randall tried to hit on them when they first came in, but they wouldn't give him any attention. They were just grinding on top of Cthulhu. Cthulhu was just like... Cthulhu was bored with it because he deals with that, I guess, every day. He's like, oh, this is boring to me. Like, I deal with this. And they don't ever stop. They just want nothing. They want me. But Cthulhu's like, hey, just Randall. And so the two girls go his way. Okay. All right. They're still not stopping, as Dante. In absolute shock. What? They're like the Energizer Bunny of cocksucking. They're like the Energizer Bunny of sucking cock. Which better, sucking cock or cock sucking? They're like the Energizer Bunny of sucking cock. That sounds better. Of sucking cock. They're like the Energizer Bunny of sucking cock. They're gonna. Is it possible to come to death? Asked Randall as he nearly collapsed against the wall. Into a wall. All right. Now, oh, by the way, hey David, have you seen the new Dracula show on Netflix? As he nearly collapsed into the wall. Almost done here. I like the Energizer Bunny of sucking cock. Is it possible to come to death? Asked Randall as he nearly collapsed into a wall. The question's not going to really be answered. It's kind of silly. But Dante's about to fire Cthulhu. He's about to fire him, right? So he's just going to be like, look, look, Cthulhu, like, you're done. Look. He might be nice about it. Look, Mr. Cthulhu, you're done. Just get the fuck out of here. You're done. Get the fuck out of here. You're done. Please. Get your crack whore, and he'll call him crack whores. He'll call him crack whores. That's fine. Dante will call him crack whores. Please get your crack whore groupies off my friend before they kill him and go back to I wanted to say Whore Island, but that's too many whores in one sentence. Go back to wherever the fuck you came from. Go back to the ocean, or go back to Atlanta. And just get out. And leave. Just leave. That's fine. Let's just have that. That's fine. Look, Mr. Cthulhu, you're done. Please get your crack whore groupies off my friend before they kill him. And leave. Nah, it doesn't really have the punch. Get your crack whore groupies off my friend before they kill him. And get the fuck out of here. Okay, that's good. That's good. And go back to whatever shithole you crawled out of. See? This is working. You guys are helping me. It's not as cool. See, comic illustrators can, they have something cool. They could draw on stream. Well, I'm writing on stream. It's not as cool. It's not as not as cool. Okay, to answer David, so the new Dracula show on Netflix. It's 3 episodes. I've seen the first 2. The first 2 episodes are good. They're really good. Like, it is different from the book. Of course, it's going to be, but in a way that's all right, in a way that's good, and kind of adds to it. It's interesting. And some people might be like, "Oh, Van Helsing's now a chick." Van Helsing and the Agatha sister, the nun, they were kind of merged into one character. That it is kind of like, what? She's Van Helsing and she's a nun at the same time? What? But I could look the other way on that. But Dracula's gay. I mean, Dracula was kind of gay in the book too. He had I don't know. He seemed to have something for with Johnny Boy. Nah, I'm joking. I don't know if Dracula's really gay. There is a scene where it looks like Dracula is like riding him. Like, there's a scene where Johnny thinks his fiance is riding him like cowgirl style, but then it's like it turns into Dracula. But it's like, what the fuck is that? Did that really happen, or is that just like a dream? Is Dracula gay? How gay is Dracula? I don't know. Because if Dracula's gonna be gay, he's gonna be top, right? But the first 2 are good. I mean, they're shot well. The acting is on par. Man, the guy who plays Dracula, I don't know his name, but he does that very convincing. Very convincing. Anyway, let me finish this. Please go back to whatever shithole you crawled out of. And Randall will say, Dante, no! Are you out of your mind, Dante? This is the best. This is the best I've ever had. This is the best. This is the best BJ treatment I've ever had. Don't, for the love of all that is mighty, ruin this. I'll add the other stuff later. I'll just go through this and run through it. I'll finish the draft and run through it later. Are you out of your mind, Dante? This is the best BJ treatment I've ever had. Don't, for the love of all that is mighty, ruin this. Dante will say, let's see. Okay. What I could have here is, once again, Dante's flustered. Well, what am I going to do? Where could I put him? Let's see. But, Randall's been in the back room, pretty much out the whole story for the most part. But reflecting on Clerks, the way it would probably be said is, I don't know if you know this or not, but while you were having, no, he would say, I'm happy for you. I really am. No. Lovely. Just lovely. Lovely. Just lovely. While you're in the back room, in the back, getting sucked off. Unleash the succubus horde. Yes. Lovely. Just lovely. But I have no place. I don't want to reiterate the stuff that the readers have just been through. No point in doing that. I'll just put lovely, just lovely. But I have no place to put this fucker. Everyone. People keep. Let's see. He's too much of a biohazard to work the grill, and customers keep killing themselves around him. Aranda will say, and how about the shitter? But Rendell, as he, so at the same time this is happening, ooh, okay, okay. And Dante will say, good idea. So what's going to end the story is Cthulhu keeps the job. He gets the job. He gets the job because he's, part of the story. He's trying to get a job to impress his parents because they kicked him out of the home because he's a deadbeat. He's a flock of seagulls. He doesn't do anything with his life. He just sleeps all day and night in the depths of the ocean. So they kick him out. Go make something of yourself. Go get a job. And for some reason decides to get a fast food job. Okay, he gets a fast food job. Can't keep that. He has to work the shitter. That's what he's going to do. He's just going to be in the bathroom. That's what he's going to do. And Dante would be like, wait, that's not a bad idea, said Dante. That's not a bad idea. As if seeing clearly for the first time. He would have 0 customer He would be out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a great idea. And of course, being Randall, he would say, and if the customers get mouthy on us, we could just send them to the special restroom. Send them to him. There you go. It needs a few more things and it'll be done. I need to wrap this up some more. Probably have maybe even show this where a customer comes in, gets a little mouthy, like, fine, why don't you just use the shitter, man? Use the special bathroom. And they go there, and Cthulhu devours them. They're gone. They're erased forever. Not too bad. Not too bad. So, I kind of done it. I did a writing stream. Wow. It doesn't... I mean, when I play back this, play it back to watch what happened, it's just going to look like this. Just look at a bunch of keyboard, just type in. I don't know if I can do this again, but, I had to do some writing today. Needed to. I was like, well, let's see what happens. Let's live stream this. It's hard to write and talk at the same time. That's the thing. It's hard to do that. Because, you're using the language center in your brain, so it's going to be hard. But what do you think of this? What do you think of this? I think, tomorrow night we do have a guest. Let me bring up the calendar so I can see who the guest is. Calendar load. What are you doing? All right. The guest tomorrow night is author James G. Boswell. Okay, he'll be coming on to talk about his book. Talk about themes related to his book. If I remember correctly, I believe that's the one. That's right. This guy right here. I'll put him on the screen. He writes horror, existential horror. So about ghosts, Cthulhu stuff, Lovecraft stuff. So it should be pretty fun to talk to him, to pick his brain. It'll be a good show. Looking forward to that. And then Saturday, have a bonus show where an author is going to try to make me cry. We'll see if that works. All right. I think I'm going to wrap this up here. Do you have any other questions? All right. Well, I will go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks, David. Thanks, Becky. Y'all take it easy.